Hello, hello, and welcome everyone to another fun-filled night of World of Warships Legends. So tonight we are playing in the Fuso. This is one of my favorite battleships. You know what? This is the best battleship in the game, right? Tier 5. For a Tier 5, I love this ship. So I have the commander and like the ship rigged out for like range and accuracy on the ship like nobody's business. So like for tier 5 I'm able to shoot like 19 kilometers, like something ridiculous with this ship. So that is why I'm having a lot of fun playing with this. I've had this ship unlocked for quite some time now, and I just now I'm going back to it because for some random reason I got this awesome paint job out of like some random like Black Friday crate or something that we've had recently. So I'm like, all right, I gotta play as it because I got this, this cool paint job, this cool, camouflage. So we are shooting at this cruiser here, hoping to destroy it before somebody else does because he is broadside to a bunch of ships, and we get the Citadel, the final hit on him for first blood in this game, which just kicks us off to an awesome start, right? So for a moment there, we were broadside to several of the ships on the opposing teams, but we got a little bit lucky there. Like, I'll admit, like that was a little bit of a risky move, turning around like I did there. But the reason I like to do that in this ship is because most of the turrets, like the 3 turrets towards the back, that's the direction that they angle, right? So they pivot towards the back of the ship, so you get more. If you're facing away, if you're running away from enemy ships, basically, you've got more turrets that are going to be able to line up against enemy ships quicker, right? As opposed to the 2 turrets in the front and then the 1 in the middle, which all pivot forward. So you get a little bit more action, a little bit more firepower towards the back of the ship. So that's why it was a little unfortunate because we got spotted early on, but it was worth the risk. So much of this game is risk versus reward, right? So we were rewarded with that early on kill, and just now, of course, we're struggling with all of these ships being behind this mountainous island. So I finally got the message and started to try and move around it here, and through Zone A. And then hopefully eventually we'll end up in be able to push through to Zone C, but we'll have to see how the game goes, how our team manages to push this one forward here. So this New Mexico here, like, this is kind of a bad shot, but it's really the only shot we have at the moment. So it's kind of like, you got to take it, right? Like, there's nothing else to shoot at the moment. But we are keeping an eye on incoming torpedoes. It's always kind of smart to like look at the direction that those torpedoes are coming from, so that kind of gives you a hint as to where their destroyer is and where more torpedoes might come from. But we get lucky here on the Surov, and he is spotted. Like, we are spotting their carrier, but this guy moves quick, so he was moving significantly faster than I suspected. Like, I shot plenty forward in front of him, so yeah, that Surov moves quick. So if you're in this situation, and part of the problem is this ship shoots so freaking far, so I aim quite a bit more forward here, and we have a little bit better luck and do a little bit more damage against him. But that just, like, for that range, that is awesome shell grouping, especially for a tier 5. So that's why I love, like, this is my favorite tier 5 battleship by far. Like, I'll take this over like the premium ships too. Like, you see me play the California all the time, and that is a really fun ship to play. But man, for like tier 5 range and accuracy, Fuso all the way. But yeah, somebody else steals the Sarov kill on us, and that's just gonna, like, at that point, like, that's ending the game. Like, we are just having fun now at this point. Like, their carrier's down, so that, like, that eliminates that. Like, that's a huge point swing when you kill an enemy carrier. They lose quite a bit of points, and then you gain quite a bit of points. So even though they have 2 zones to R1 for captures here, oh man, that accuracy like that's what I'm talking about. Like range and accuracy with this ship. Like I just got like an awesome hit on a destroyer at far range. Like that's great. But yeah, like I was saying, like we had a big point swing when we took out their aircraft carrier, right? Even though they had more zones captured than we did. So at this point, it's just like this one's in the bag. So this was a quick game, but I wanted to share it with you because it's a fun one, right? Like we had a couple of awesome kills. One right in the beginning, and then that one with this destroyer just annihilated him at range in a battleship, which you just don't see with many of the other battleships, especially at this tier. So, man, if you're not going through and playing through the Japanese battleship tech tree, it's worth just playing through. You'll get to the Fuso pretty quick, especially if you've got premium unlocked for the game. But this one was worth it. You know, the later ships after it, I think the Nagato, and there's a couple other ones. I didn't have as much fun with those. Like they're still fun to play. Like this game's still fun to play, no matter what. But yeah, the Fuso I feel like I enjoyed the most, and so it's one that's like along the tech tree that I'll still occasionally come back to, and just play just to have fun with it, right? Like, you know, it's not a premium ship, but like, you know, so you're not working towards premium supplies missions. I already have the ships unlocked that are later in the tech tree for it. So I really have no reason to play as this ship other than, like, you know, you'll make some credits for it, especially if you've got premium unlocked. But other than that, like, it's fun. It's just fun. It's cool. It's like accuracy and range on this one is just phenomenal. So yeah, so I had a lot of fun playing as this ship. We'll see if we can't finish off this kamikaze here, but it's going to take a little bit of luck. He is literally the only ship left in the game on the enemy team, so everybody who's in range was shooting at him, so we don't quite get that one. But we'll take a look, see where we ended up on the leaderboard for this one. 58,000 damage, not too bad for a tier 5 match, but that put us in second place. We were in a division. The pop star guy, that's my brother, so I play with him a lot. But thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe. I'm just a little YouTuber at the moment, so I got a ways to go. Thanks.